Hi guys, it's Kit Kat, and welcome to my first ever Young Justice review. Okay, I'm going to try to do this as short as I possibly can, because I have a limit of 15 minutes. So I'm just going to jump into it. Okay, episode 1 and 2, Independence Day. Let's start with that one. We are introduced to our four main characters. That's right. The reason I don't count Roy as a main character quite yet is because he's more of a minor character, and he's not officially on the team. He kind of leaves storming out of the Hall of Justice, throwing his hat on the ground. You might as well stop it. I mean, come on. You might as well. You're in disrespect to the hat. Anyway, we are introduced to Robin, Dick, aka Dick Grayson. Secret. Then we're introduced to our cool and Then we're introduced to our cool and calm leader of season 1, Elder Rome, aka Aqualad, who I didn't really know existed until doing this. And then we got Kid Flash, aka Wally West, the best speedster of all time. Okay, maybe not all time for you guys, but to me he is. Okay, so moving on. In this episode, we are introduced to them, and our main characters are left alone by their mentor in the Hall of Justice. And what do? Robin hacks, and they go to Cadmus. At Cadmus' two-story building, above ground, they figure out there's an underground laboratory, the real Cadmus, where they learn there is a clone of Superman called Project KR. Actually, that is the science. That's the letter for science. I can't remember. Periodic table symbol for crypto or krypton. No, not it's crypto. Kryptonia. You know what I mean. Don't sue me. Kryptonite. There it is. Or crypto. It's crypto. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway. Okay. God. I'm so sorry. I rambled too much. And there they find out his name becomes Superboy. And though he starts off as an angry bird and beats up our three heroes, he frees them later on in the episode, where they then try to escape with the help of one of the genomes and the advanced genomes help, which had some funny schemes which are pretty creative, like he hacks the Motion Sisters. I hack the Motion Sisters. I love that boy too much. We later find out that Dr. Whatever his name was. I don't know his name. The Dr. whatever. Anyway, the Dr. Jim. It's actually Mark Desmond. Sorry, I had to look that up on here. Mark Desmond becomes the evil takes a poison, or not poison, a formula for Blockbuster. And becomes a Blockbuster sorry, nasally. Blockbuster monster. Which, with the help of Robin, they easily defeat him. Nobody comes up against our superhero boys and doesn't win. And at the end of this episode, or in episode 2, Fireworks, we feel a slight hatred for Superman. But then again, we can understand why he doesn't accept Superboy at first, because really, how would you feel if you were cloned and didn't know about it? And then you meet your clone. It doesn't go well. But here they do go to Mount Justice, the old secret base for the Justice League, where they learn to train and become a secret covert team working under the influence of Batman and their dead mother, Red Tornado, and their trainer, Black Canary. Love her to death. So at the end of this episode, we are introduced to Martian Manhunter's niece, Miss Martian, who becomes a cute little character that says, "I like your shirt," to Superboy, and we instantly know that they're going to get together. It really wasn't that hard to figure out, unless you're blind or just didn't see that and didn't like it. I do love those two couples very much. They're a very cute couple. They just got together too quickly. And I'll explain that later when that episode comes around. Alright, move on to episode 3. Let's see. Episode 3's name is Welcome to Happy Harbor, which we actually see the team kind of form. It's not their very first, well, it's actually their very first mission, kind of, as a whole team. Not really, but all 5 of them together. And you start to see them kind of work together as a team at the end, where they come up with a plan, actually do this. But watching them get their asses kicked was pretty hilarious, I won't lie. And having the funny scenes of Robin going, well, the Kid Flash going, seriously? You carry a utility belt around? Which I thought that was funny. He's Robin, Anyway, we do start to figure out that Megan has her own little catchphrase. Hello, Megan! Which was cute in the first few episodes and slowly got on my nerves. It kind of made me have a little dislike towards her. But I learned to love her when she became more developed. Anyway, going off topic. She's a great character, by the way. But you also see start to form as they fight Mr. Twister, which they later learn was actually probably made by Tio Moro. Well, not Tio Moro. It was being tested out for Tio Moro. Sorry, I'm reading this as I'm going. And Tio Moro is the creator of Red Tornado. And if you say it's a spoiler, I guess it's a spoiler. Spoiler! No. But he is a pretty good character. Well, not Tio Moro, but Red Tornado. I like Red Tornado. Anyway, moving on, they do start to form a team. And then the next episode is Drop Zone, episode 4, where the team goes on their first official covert mission against Santa Priesta to face off against Bane, Cobra, and the Minion Nana. They also run into Sportsmaster, which kind of proves that he has a highly trained sense and probably passed that on to certain people. Spoiler. To certain people, he can see right through McGann's camouflage mode, which is pretty bad. Which I actually like Sportsmaster. If I had to pick a villain, he would probably be a good villain to go with. Don't hate me. I'll explain why I like him later on, and why I defend him. So we do get to start to see the team, and it is kind of hilarious and kind of annoying to watch Kid Flash and Robin fight over the position to be leader. So Robin's able and leads the team, and then you have Kid Flash who's way too impulsive to be as the team leader. Like, I love those characters, but seriously, they have to grow up a little bit. They have to mature a little bit more in order to be that. And again, obviously, she knows. She's like, I don't want to be it. Superboy, he's seriously 6 weeks old. He can't do much. Again, love all these characters. And I love how Calder Kid Aqualad takes up the role and does say, when you're ready, I will give it to you. To Robin. Which, whoa! So funny how that happened. Okay, last episode I'm going to review. I'm sorry this is really quick. Because I got through it for my first one. And Schooled. Now I jumped on the hate Superman boat really early on in episode 5. When he basically leaves for Superboy. Did he take the call? Just seriously, it's like Beastly all over again. Hello? Oh, there's Barbara. Okay, cut that out. Whatever. It's really just jackass way. And it was very entertaining to watch that. And poor Superboy was heartbroken. Although I do like how we see the bond form between Black Canary and Superboy as mentor and notorious, or whatever the word is. I'm horrible at vocabulary. And we do see that form, and that's really very cute. We also see their next big mission to make sure the remains of the robot Annabelle get safely. Who was invented by Dr. Ivan. Did I say that right? Probably not. Dr. Ivan. I was close enough. And he did great. That was fun. Anyway, I'm getting a little too long here. We do get to see a little bit more. And shout out in the gym scene, we do see the original kind of team, which is Superboy, Kid Flash, and Robin fighting together in the gym. which is a shout out to the comic book counterparts of the comic book Young Justice of Connell, Tim Drake, and Bart Allen. Very sweet, even though this Robin's not Tim Drake and Wally West is definitely not Bart Allen. But it was a very cute little moment, and I do love how they discover there's a new Archer on the team. And if you're like me, you know who it is, and she's my favorite character. I will play as her. She's my favorite character ever on this show, and I can't wait for her episodes. Anyway, this is the end of this review. If you want me to go more in depth in an episode 1 through 5, you have to have 3 likes on this video, and you have to post a comment below telling me what episode, what you want me to go more in depth with. And the reason I had to do this so quickly is because I have a limit amount of 15 minutes. And it's now going to 11, so I'm going to end this video. Remember, and I will post this in my comments. Bye guys, stay tuned for episode 6 for 10.